Seen this very big story recently in the media all about next weekend, where there's going to be a march of 1 million people. We'll just leave it at that, people, right now, hoping to disrupt our Remembrance Sunday and Remembrance concert at the Royal Albert Hall. That's exactly where we are in London right now. But it's interesting also to note, is it not, that this particular individual who's very much backing this, let me tell you, a couple of months back zipped over to New York at our expense, at the British taxpayer, to tell them all about how London is open. Well, here's the problem. London's very much open, but not necessarily for business. It's crumbling as ever. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, if you are in London, you're in a bit of a golden moment, in fact, because it's all about to take off in a most unsavoury way, as one could imagine, with all of these marches. And what's interesting, I've said this before, I do feel sorry for people who have spent a lot of money, as we told you the other day, hotels and, booking theatres and stuff like that. And what's interesting is it's truly all down to this particular individual, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. He recently popped over to New York and various other places, all about trying to sell the brand of London, telling us, what a wonderful, diverse culture we all are and how everybody should be warm and embracing, all of that sort of stuff. If you see these scenes, it's not particularly warm and embracing, is it not? But what's more problematic now is that major companies, not just retail, but theatrical things, a bit like, Phantom of the Opera, Les Miserables, Mamma Mia, all of those big shows are seeing a massive decline in bookings, particularly at the weekend. You see, people are too frightened to come into London. It's as simple as that. Now imagine you've booked your tickets, say for Phantom, which is a very popular show, say a year in advance, and you think, wow, it's a birthday treat, anniversary, all of that sort of stuff. And then you see this. Would you truly risk, say, bringing in an elderly relative or indeed perhaps a youngster who's enjoying a birthday party with chums? You wouldn't, would you? But of course, as we've told you before, it's not necessarily about what the top people want. The real reason why the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, went over to New York was to try and flog his very little sold book all about climate. That's right, you'll notice he popped up on things like Morning Joe on MSNBC, a very much little watch show over there, so you can see the star power that he wasn't able to pull over, even in New York City. And all the other people he hoped to meet seemingly just faded into the background. But now, as I say, the bigger problem, and this is a man who's in charge of our British Metropolitan Police Force here in London, and also London Transport, which are virtually shut down on the weekends, all thanks to this particular ongoing, allegedly peaceful protests. Businesses are suffering, shows will close, and in particular in the new year when they are needed to have made their money in November and December to ride it through the leaner periods, what they will find is lots of layoffs, lots of show closures. But according to this man, it's okay because London's open for business and he's simply doing nothing to stop these problems that will ensue, so many people unbooking, cancelling, and simply turning away from our once great city. Where will it all end? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.